Hey, boxing fans. Oh, dear me. What is BT Sport doing? I just saw a clip via Twitter. Yes, the toxic Twitter. And somebody posted a nice little clip of John Fury going at it with David Haye. Who would ever have thought that would happen? We had Fury versus Haye 3. Well, the first fight didn't happen. I told people the fight wasn't going to happen. The second fight, it was supposed to happen, didn't happen. We almost had Fury versus Haye 3. This time, John Fury being on BT Sports. Now, what the hell is John Fury doing on BT Sports on a panel of professionals talking about boxing, about Wilder Fury 2? When you hear this right there, the name Fury is there, and you've got a Fury on the table. I mean, you haven't got a member of Wilder's family on the table. And beside the point, I don't think, personally, that Tyson's dad being on, around the table is going to be. He's obviously going to back his son, and he's not going to like other people talking against his son. Who would? And then other people's professional integrity is being questioned because you're afraid to say anything because you've got John Fury around the table, not because they're scared that John Fury's going to crack them one, or he might crack them one, but more importantly, you're talking about somebody else's son right in front of them. And it's not kind of right. It kind of, yes, I see the excitement about it. I see the entertainment value in it. But in terms of professionalism, and this is done. If John Fury wants to be on the show and he wants to talk about BT Sports and his son, yeah, do that. But to have a debate and to have the father of the son who's fighting against Deontay Wilder in that debate, that doesn't work. I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but how does that work? I mean, the clip's here. John Fury's offering David Haye. He said, I'll bet you 50,000. I'll bet you 100,000. And he was talking about his son. Obviously, he's going to back his son. Why wouldn't he? You got David Haye saying, well, look, I'm not betting it. It's just my opinion, right? It's just my opinion. I've sparred with Deontay Wilder. And, John Fury was talking about a crack in Deontay Wilder, and Haye saying, well, look, I've never seen no crack in Deontay Wilder. I've sparred him. I never saw a crack at him then. And I've never seen a crack in him since I've seen him fight. So, back and forth, interesting stuff. I look forward to seeing the whole thing. But really and truly, John Fury being on the show, doing a debate, BT, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's almost like when they had Nassim. Oh, it wasn't so bad. Nassim Hamid when he was commentating on Chris Eubanks' fight, and he turned around and said, "Eubanks finished." And he looked in the camera and said, "Which camera? Chris Eubanks should retire. Junior should retire." I mean, and that goes back to even then because Eubanks Senior had issues with Nassim Hamid. So there's history there. There's history between John Fury and David Haye. The pullouts. There's history there. There's big history there. So I don't know. That was a good move by BT. I'm sure for entertainment value, it's interesting, but kind of puts David Haye in a very uncomfortable position. No longer a fighter. It's all very uncomfortable for me viewing. That's that. It's entertaining, but I don't think they should be doing it. I don't think family members should be in debating positions on around tables about big fight. I don't think if they're going to do it, they should be by themselves. Or if they're going to do it, you could have one person's dad and the other person's dad talking about it, and that's equal. This is what I feel about my son. This is what I feel about my son. Fine, but don't put one dad amongst expert. And this is no shame on John Fury because John Fury knows his boxing. He's a very knowledgeable man. I had the pleasure of sitting next to John Fury watching Hughie Fury fight against the War Machine, Larry Oliveira. So I watched him that fight. So I sat next to John for that fight, and we talked quite a bit. So John Fury's no mug. He knows his boxing. He will speak out exactly how he feels. But around a debate table, nah, BT, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think that works well. It might work well for a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke and a little bit of entertainment. But if you really want to have a serious debate, I think you've missed the mark on this one. Let me know your opinion on this. Do you think that John Hughes should have been on the show? Aside the entertainment value, I'm talking about, pundits being able to share their opinion without feeling that intimidated or feel away because somebody's dad is round the table. It's just not cool. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm out. Take care.